No question, no lies, I'm a boss bitch. And I got, I'ma grind till my heart quits. Yeah, she hungry for the money and she's all in. Cause she no slave and she gonna win. Big bands to the side, ain't no losses. Stack bands, no ties, except for my kid. Only thing that's on her mind is to be rich. And she no slave and she gonna win. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep. Yeah, she hungry for the money and she's all in. Cause she no sleep.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and I want to say thank you for tuning into another Boss Bitch Tips episode. Now, this episode is called How to Heal from a Broken Heart. Now, I have another video called How to Avoid a Broken Heart, but this one is if you actually couldn't avoid it and you're going through it, and these tips will help you speed up the process, okay? So I'm going to be looking down at my notes, so just so you know, I'm not looking on my phone or like texting. I'm just trying to make sure I stay on point and hit all the points I want to say, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing and following me and liking my content. I appreciate you sticking with me. It is such a privilege to share my ideas and my experiences with you guys, and hopefully it helps somebody out there, all right? So here we go. Number 1. How to heal from a broken heart. Do not start dating right away. There's a saying that the quickest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Problem with that is that you will create more problems for yourself if you do not heal properly in between relationships. We carry energy with us, you know, and when we're intimate with somebody, when we spend a lot of time with somebody, we have an energetic cord and connection with that person. So you bouncing from person to person, you create what I like to call a spider web. And this might sound crazy or weird to some people, but I feel like the more energy that we have that we don't actually get rid of, the longer it takes us to get back to who we are, the longer it takes us to heal ourselves, to remember who we are, to feel more settled in ourselves, because you feel the way you feel about this person because there's an energetic connection that you're still holding on to. That's what it is that you're feeling when you're healing or dealing with a broken heart. They let go, or something happened where you had to let go, and there's still this strong momentum between the two of you that's still very much alive, even though y'all parted ways or something happened. But if you jump, and start dealing with somebody else, that cord doesn't just go away. You just transfer it onto this other person. And then if they leave you, you don't know what belongs to who, right? And what I mean by you don't know what belongs to who is you don't know how you're feeling, because you can't heal what you can't feel. Like, all right, this person hurt me or something that they did, and now you're either missing that other person more because you never finally healed, or you have transferred all that energy and all that pain onto this person, and you don't even know if you're really feeling that about that person or not. So I call it like cleaning the slate. When you take time in between relationships, before you jump into bed with somebody else, or before you start just putting your energy onto somebody else, you allow yourself to cleanse your palate. You allow yourself to get back to all right, this is me. This is what I'm coming to the table with. I am healthy. I'm healed. I've dealt with, I'm dealing with, what didn't work or how this relationship made me feel. Like, I'm processing this. But if you refuse to process, or you try to speed up the process because you don't want to feel it, then you really don't know where you are, and you're not going into another relationship from a healthy space. So do not rush into a new relationship, please. Even the thing about sex and the thing about intimacy is that you might think it's just going to be that, but before you know it, you're into this person because you've let them into your space, you've let them into your body. And now, again, you don't even know if you really like them or not. but you're feeling good and they're helping you feel good. And now, hey, I love you. Like now you're just completely into something and you don't really know how you feel about them because you were using them to get over the last one. So don't rush. Don't rush the process, okay? Take time to yourself. Take time to heal in this moment. All right? The second one is ideally 6 months, but at minimum 3 months of no contact if you can with the person who, is the source of this broken heart that you have. It might not be possible, right? And if it's not possible, then as little contact as you can have with them, the better. Because you can't heal from what's constantly reminding you of this person. If this person is always there, if you have children together and you have to co-parent, if this person is, if you work together, whatever, if you have to see them, I'm not going to sit here and say that you can just go numb, but I'm saying that see them when you have to see them and only when you have to see them. If they're trying to push to be friends with you and you need space, take the space. Ideally 3 months, because you're dealing with a broken heart. If you ain't got no emotional connection and you see them and you're just like, this doesn't apply to you. This is how to heal from a broken heart. So obviously if you have a broken heart, you don't want to constantly be subjected to seeing them, because you're going to always think about or try to or say the wrong thing when they're around, because you don't want to have this broken heart anymore, right? And you heal best by actually being able to process what you feel. But you can't process what you feel if you constantly have reminders of what went wrong, or they're constantly giving you new information that you have to deal with, because you're not able to deal with what you already feel, what's already in here. So you need time away from them so that you can get back to you. Okay? Number 3, don't lie to yourself. Don't pretend to be okay when you're not. Right? I'm just being real here. It's like it's you want to fake it till you make it. You want to get to that place where it's just like, yeah, I'm cool, but you ain't helping anybody, because when you're alone, you ain't cool. So you don't have to say anything. Just don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Your energy will let everybody know what's going on anyway. But don't lie to yourself, because you have to feel it to heal it. And when you feel it, you're able to recognize, okay, this is where I'm at. And that's also how you know if you're healing. Because if you feel it, it'll get lighter over time as you allow that distance to set in, as you do the work to heal, and as you're feeling it, you feel that weight lift off you. But if you're lying about what you feel, if you're lying about the hold that this person had on you, if you're lying about how into them you were, then you're really not going to be able to do the work necessary to release that energy. You're going to be stuck. It's going to be a cold, stuck place, and the next person who you try to connect with is going to feel it. So, yeah. And the last one is, this one is about self-healing. So the last one is every day create some kind of process that you go through where you're healing yourself. So that could be meditation, it could be affirmations. It's a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual practice that I'm talking about every day until you get to that point where you say, I'm good. Until when you hear their name or something happens or they walk by, you don't have this knee-jerk reaction to run away or cry or run up to them and kiss them or beg them for, like, this is an everyday process so that you heal yourself one day at a time. And if that means prayer, if that means that you got to do stuff to boost your own self-confidence, going to the spa, visiting your family members out of town or something, or doing something that gets you back to who you are and who you love to be before this person came into your life, right? It's a daily reminder of what you let go of, or what you love dear the most, or what makes you unique. And the more good things you say about yourself, the more you look in the mirror and love what you see, the more you're okay in that alone time, the more easier it'll get over time for you to get back out there and open your heart again for another relationship. So just to recap, do not start dating right away. Ideally 3 months, ideally 6 months, but 3 months minimum, no contact if you can with this person. Number 3 is don't lie to yourself. Don't pretend not to feel. And the last one is every single day, a self-healing protocol should be implemented every single day. And you can write this down and take notes and keep a log of how you're feeling. If you had any dreams, how you woke up feeling, does it hurt still? You can even do therapy, whatever you need to do so that you are taking the steps yourself, right? Actively taking the steps to heal yourself, because that's what this is all about. And not expecting somebody returning into your life or somebody being around to give you the time of day to be your healing power. You are setting the protocol. That's why I don't want to give you, say this and say no, because it has to be unique for you. You know what you need to hear. You know what makes you feel good. You know what you love to do before you met this person or the relationship went south. So figure out what you need to say to yourself, what you need to do. If it's exercising like crazy, if it's being grateful and showing gratitude, if it's going to a homeless shelter and volunteering or going to a soup kitchen, whatever you need to do to get back to, your sense of stability and self-worth. Because heartbreak can really take its toll on our sense of self-worth and insecurity. And you have to rebuild yourself if you want to heal and be able to move on to find somebody who's really good for you. All right, so once again, that was another Boss Bitch Tips episode. And if you guys have any questions or comments or thoughts, make sure you send them to asktheboss@gmail.com, or you can leave them below. I'll read them too. All right, guys, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next episode of Boss Bitch Tips.
No question, no lies, I'm a boss